Did you know that a single security breach can cost a company millions of dollars? Or that many governments today rely on private companies to protect their most sensitive information? In this video, we're going to explore the story of CrowdStrike, the company that transformed the world of enterprise and government cybersecurity by selling something you can't see, can't touch, but everyone needs: continuous, predictive, digital protection. This is not just any antivirus. We're talking about a global artificial intelligence network that detects threats before they even happen. To understand how CrowdStrike managed to reinvent cybersecurity, we have to look at who was behind the keyboard at the start. Its co-founder and current CEO, George Kurtz, was no rookie. Before CrowdStrike, he worked as CTO at McAfee, one of the top cybersecurity firms of the 2000s. Kurtz saw firsthand how traditional solutions weren't prepared for modern threats. They were slow, reactive, and, most worryingly, they didn't learn from past mistakes. Alongside him was Dmitry Alperovich, a cyber intelligence expert with one clear obsession: stopping attackers before they act. Alperovich is known for his involvement in key cyber espionage investigations, including identifying state-sponsored attacks. To him, the future of security had to be in the cloud, a system that learns from every attack attempt and uses it to protect others. The third pillar was Greg Marston, a CFO experienced in handling rapid growth and scaling operations. This trio combined three key elements: technical vision, knowledge of the enemy, and the ability to scale a global business. Together, they founded CrowdStrike in 2011 with a clear premise: traditional cybersecurity was broken. While companies were still installing passive firewalls and reactive programs, CrowdStrike proposed something else: preventing attacks before they happen, using artificial intelligence and cloud-based data analysis. What they offered wasn't just a program, it was a SaaS platform in the cloud that monitors and learns in real time from millions of connected devices around the world. Every threat detected in one part of the system strengthens the entire ecosystem's defense. This model wasn't just new, it was radically more effective. Here's where one of the keys to success comes in: data-driven economics. Companies that scale with data gain exponential advantages. CrowdStrike is a textbook case. Its technology collects and analyzes billions of events every day. It's not just about detecting malware, it's about identifying suspicious behavior. This predictive capability allowed them to stay ahead of cyber criminals and ahead of new types of digital attacks like advanced persistent threats, targeted ransomware, or cyber espionage. And the more clients they had, the more data they gathered, the smarter the platform got, and the harder it became to compete with them. Beyond the software, CrowdStrike was built with a very clear vision of how to operate. The entire team could work from anywhere in the world. From its early days, they adopted a remote-first culture, allowing them to hire top-tier talent regardless of location. The result: a digital army that never sleeps. Their team of threat hunters, cyber analysts, work 24/7 across different time zones, identifying patterns, responding to incidents, and training algorithms with new data. Instead of one central control tower, they have a globally connected network of professionals ready to react in real time. This operating model didn't just reduce overhead costs, it turned CrowdStrike into an agile, distributed, and scalable organization, able to respond to any threat, anytime, anywhere. And that culture of anticipation isn't imposed, it's cultivated. But having good tech or talent isn't enough. In cybersecurity, trust is everything, and CrowdStrike knew how to build it with surgical precision. One of its biggest milestones was landing contracts with US government agencies, including the Department of Defense. This not only cemented their reputation, it proved they could operate at the highest level of demand. In an environment where digital risks can cause mass blackouts, intelligence leaks, or attacks on critical infrastructure, having CrowdStrike on your side isn't a luxury, it's an operational necessity. From there, expansion into the financial sector, insurance, global tech companies, and major banks was almost natural. In 2019, CrowdStrike went public on the Nasdaq, securing its position as one of the undisputed leaders in the sector. And while many thought their growth might stall, the opposite happened. The rapid digitalization and remote work boom during the pandemic sent the demand for cybersecurity soaring, and CrowdStrike was ready. Their business model, based on monthly subscriptions and automatic renewals, was not only profitable but also predictable and scalable. Every new client generated recurring revenue and fed new data into the system. The network effect was real. The bigger the network, the more secure, more valuable, and harder to replace it became. Even though CrowdStrike is now one of the undisputed leaders in cybersecurity, not everything has been smooth sailing. In July 2024, the company faced one of the worst tech crises of the decade, caused not by a cyber attack, but by its own mistake. A failed update to its Falcon software, the same one that protects millions of Windows devices, triggered global chaos. What was supposed to be a security improvement caused blue screens of death (BSOD) on millions of computers and servers around the world. The result? Flight cancellations at airlines like Delta, outages at banks, hospitals, call centers, and emergency services, companies unable to operate, and users trapped in endless reboot cycles. The cause? A configuration file error that wasn't properly validated, affecting the Windows kernel. The most critical part? The update was deployed to all customers simultaneously, no phase testing. CrowdStrike reacted quickly. They rolled back the patch in under 90 minutes and released a permanent fix within hours. But the damage was done. Their global reputation took a hit, and Delta even sued them for over $500 million. The case reached the US Congress, where company executives had to give public testimony. And while many predicted the fall of their business, something surprising happened. 97% of their clients stayed with them. Their stock price recovered. And instead of hiding, CrowdStrike learned from the mistake, improved their protocols, and began working with Microsoft to prevent future errors at the kernel level. This episode reminds us that even leaders can fail. But what truly defines a company is how it responds to its mistakes. Now we enter one of the most interesting parts of their model: long-term loyalty built on systemic risk. Cybersecurity failures don't just affect one company. A well-executed attack can take down public services, compromise the privacy of millions, or even disrupt democratic processes. CrowdStrike understood this from day one. That's why their offer isn't just about selling security. It's about selling operational continuity, institutional trust, and resilience against complex threats. And once a company is part of their ecosystem, it's very unlikely to leave. Switching providers isn't like changing software. It's risking your entire digital infrastructure. Today, CrowdStrike protects servers, endpoints, and corporate networks. But what's next? In a world where everything is getting connected, self-driving vehicles, medical devices, smart homes, entire cities, the question isn't whether there will be risks, but who will prevent them. CrowdStrike is already developing tools that don't just react to cyber attacks, but anticipate them, simulate complex scenarios, and train autonomous response systems. In other words, cyber defense that learns on its own and acts before humans can step in. And if their tech already protects national infrastructure, it's not a stretch to say they could become a key player in global digital security. We may be witnessing the birth of a new kind of national defense, completely digital, because in the future, bullets won't fly, the scripts will execute. This case leaves us with a powerful lesson. In the digital world, security is not a luxury, it's part of the business model. And if you build something your clients can't stop using because they literally can't afford to fail, then you're playing in the big leagues. If you enjoyed this story and want to keep learning how companies like CrowdStrike are redefining entire industries, subscribe to the channel and hit that like button. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one with another case that'll either surprise you or at least make you think twice before connecting to a public Wi-Fi. See you next time.